Good morning. It is 10:30 a.m. on a Saturday, and I am coming to you from my hot tub room. I had to drain the water again. I drained it last month on the 22nd. I drain and refill my hot tub seasonally, so every spring, summer, fall, and winter. So every 3 to 4 months, and more if needed. This time it needed it, and if you've been following my other videos, you've seen that I've been doing a lot of remodeling, and I remodeled a room on the other side of the house, and that involved a lot of repairing holes in the wall and sanding. So there was dust, not only in that room, but really the entire house. The floors, the walls, everything is covered in now. And I know that it's from that room because it's pink. The walls were bright red and they were painted over white, but the spackling was white. So the white spackling sanded into the red wall made pink dust. It looks like Pepto-Bismol pink, and it's all over my house now, which has really forced me to clean. And I don't know if you experience this, but it seems to me that anytime I start to clean something, it's as if everything around me starts to get even dirtier, like like paint will spill or oil will spill, or even water can be damaging. I mean, any spill can cause a lot of cleanup. And now I'm seeing my window, the window cling at the top is starting to come undone. So there's little repairs that need done. I've had this hot tub now for 2 years. And it definitely is holding up better than the one I had outside, which was identical. It was the same brand, the Saluspa. It was $400. I got it online. I'm scooting it back just a little bit because I went into the attic the other day and the stairs didn't quite pull. There needs to be space here to get in. You can't just inch it over when it's got water in it. It's a 200-gallon. So I'm not sure how much that weighs. Wow, that's over 1,000 pounds. 200, a gallon is 8 pounds. So, wow, 1,600 pounds this thing weighs when it's got water in it. So I can't be adjusting. This is the only time you can decide, oh, I want to move it a little bit, which I do a lot. But you can tell just even the chemicaled water left a stain. I'm going to see if I can bleach that. It hasn't been all the way emptied. The last time the only time I've emptied it, I would take my shop vac and suck out all of the remaining whatever debris that the filter didn't catch. When I was remodeling my backyard, I had sand. I had 2 tons of sand delivered. I thought it would be so nice to have sand in my yard. No. Sand found its way in the house, in my bed, in my hot tub. It's like glitter, you know. You just can't get rid of it. It just shows up everywhere. So no more sand. No more sand in the yard. But yeah, I knew that something was wrong because when the filter needs changed, you'll get an error 2 message that it'll beep and it won't shut off until you unplug it. It's really is really designed to keep the motor from blowing up. But I've heard other people say that theirs only lasted a year or 2, and I'm going on year 2. So far so good. The inside that kept the cover up out of the water got a hole in it. I'm not sure if it's where my cat used to sleep on top of it. He would sleep on top, and I thought that would be just like sleeping on a water bed. It was warm. I don't know if his claws got in it, but we were never able to patch it. We looked for the hole, and we're never, did the soap bubbles and water. Just never worked. So I bought this recently. It was $40, which was way more than I wanted to spend. But it lays on top of the water so that the cover, when it goes on top, doesn't sink in. And I actually found that I can actually sit on top of the water and stay dry if I want to do that. But I thought also I could take it outside and sunbathe if I really wanted to. I'm still mad that I paid that much for it, but the cover was sinking into the water, and when the water would dry, it would leave just, it looked awful. It just looked stained, and I just really want it to look nice and clean because it's my sanctuary. I do my workouts in the morning here. I have my coffee here sometimes. But I had the water tested, and it was chemically perfect. These are the chemicals I use. This is what you add every time you get out. And you just add that much. Just that much every time. Just toss it in the water. And then once a week, you do a shock with the same amount of this chemical. And then I take a sample in every month or so, or whenever I go into town, into that side of town, I get the water tested. It's free. And then they can tell you, like, if you need to add what's called pH up or pH down. And pretty much if you keep up with the daily this and the weekly this, you can keep the water in good balance. But detergent, lotion, anything that's on your skin, in this case, I could see the particles floating in it, and I'd never seen them before. And I know, I think it was from the dust, but it completely clogged up the filter, and I changed it. And within 2 days, it did it again, and that's never happened. So that's why I decided, okay, just drain it. But even though the water was technically balanced and it had a good pH reading, it was cloudy, and it didn't look, I wanted to say appetizing. It didn't look inviting. Like, I did not want to get in there and relax. It's hard to relax when there's, like, what is in this water? So I'm going to get in there today and really clean it out, scour it out. I got us some scrub brushes and towels, and rinsing it is the most important. Clorox wipes are my miracle now. I use them for so many things. I cleaned the entire baseboard floor area with Clorox wipes, and it needs it again. It's like cleaning is never done. There's always more to do. But this is my hot tub room. I like this. I got this in Florida. Why limit happy to an hour? This was the garage. And oh, my son hooked a TV up for me. He said, Mom, that's so bougie having a TV in here. I still haven't watched anything because that was coordinated with we just had it to drain this yesterday. And I love having sons that know how to work computers. And oh, and he also fixed my JBL speaker. This little $150 speaker. It's a mini. My son had the big $400 one that's waterproof, and he would take it out in the boat in the lake. This is what's called a scum bug. This is supposed to float in the water, and it absorbs 600 times its weight of body oils, because even I always get in the hot tub after I've showered and rinsed off, make sure that I don't have hairspray, makeup. I mean, but inevitably I come home from work sometimes and rinse off in the shower and don't submerge my hair. So I think that I'm not getting anything in it, but it is entering the same water over and over with just these chemicals and filter, and a mineral stick is in there instead of chlorine. So when I first got the hot tub, I used chlorinated tabs, and it smelled very chlorinated, like a pool, which I thought was nice. But now that I've switched to mineral, I won't go back to the chlorine. This is so much easier on. It doesn't give you that lightheaded feeling that you can get being in hot. I don't know if you've been in a hot tub in a hotel or something that has a lot of chlorine in it. It can make you feel dizzy. This one doesn't have that. It's just like being in a hot bath. And that's how I prefer to use it most of the time. I mean, I do use the jets when I have sore muscles. It works wonders on your lower back and your neck. It really is the best investment that I've made, and it lights up. If it was dark, I would turn on the lights, but this went longer than I thought it would, but I just wanted to give you a little tour of the hot tub and psych myself into giving it a good cleaning. And at that, I'll shut this off and get to work. I'll see you soon.